So this story is about overcoming odds, belief, and persistence. It's my own story from when I was in high school, far from the world of real estate and entrepreneurship that I inhabit today. But the lessons I learned on the football field are some of the most important lessons that I carry in my professional life today. Back in high school, I was your average student, average height, average build. I wasn't the star athlete. I was just another kid who loved football. But more than anything, I wanted to be a quarterback. Not just any position on the team, but the leader, the one calling the shots. But the challenge, I was up against teammates who were naturally more gifted. They were taller, they were faster, they were stronger. They could throw the ball further than I could ever even dream of throwing. The odds, they really weren't in my favor. I mean, how many 5'11" quarterbacks do you see in the NFL? In my freshman and in my sophomore year, I played pretty much every position but quarterback. They called me the horse because I had a crazy work ethic. But by my junior year, I had made a decision that would change my life. I decided to focus and compete for the quarterback position, despite the steep competition. That year was filled with ups and downs. I had worked my ass off all summer to get in the best shape possible, to learn as much as I possibly could about being a quarterback, to throw the ball farther, to run faster, to call plays. And with all that hard work, it paid off because I'd beat out everyone else, become the starting quarterback that year, my junior year. But midway through the season, physical altercation had occurred with my coach that led me to being kicked off the team. And that really kind of spun me out of control. It was one of the lowest points in my life. I had fallen into the wrong crowd. I was very not focused, especially on football. But fast forward to senior year, I was determined to make a comeback. I didn't know how, but I knew that if I just showed up every day and did the right thing, that I would at least be in proximity to my goal. Some of the guys on the team had felt a certain way about me, and I knew that. So I kind of missed summer camp. But despite missing summer camp and hearing that the quarterback slots were already filled, I refused to give up. I practiced every day on the side of my parents' house, throwing the football, had a basketball hoop, focusing on my form, my accuracy, and my knowledge of the game. I remember telling my coach that I'm gonna try out for quarterback this year. And he kind of looked me in my face and he laughed a little bit and he said, man, you should try for another position because we've already got a starting quarterback. We've got two other guys who are ahead of you in that position. I remember looking at him and saying with absolute certainty that I will play quarterback this year. I remember him laughing. But halfway through the season, after riding the bench for 6 games, an opportunity arose. Our starting quarterback, who was just a sophomore, and suddenly got injured. The spot was up for grabs. I get chills talking about this. In the 6th game of the season against Gateway, I got my chance to start. The offensive coordinator had saw my dedication, my persistence, my accuracy, and knew that I was ready to be in that leadership position. I remember running onto the field with the weight of the opportunity pressing down on my shoulders, looking back at the fully packed crowd, the St. Cloud football fans there in the bleacher. I took a big deep breath and all of a sudden, absolute clarity. We had practiced this play the day before, and I knew the play like the back of my hand. It was just play action pass where you fake it to the running back, spin around, and throw a bomb down the field to the receiver. And when I threw that ball, I must have launched it 50 yards down the field and 100 yards in the air. The crowd just went nuts. And the rest of that game, I was scrambling past defenders, throwing touchdowns, completing passes. I proved not just to my teammates, but to myself that I could lead. I finished out that season as a starting quarterback. And I remember going back to school the next day after that game and everybody congratulating me and asking me why I wasn't the starter this whole time and how I learned how to throw the ball so far and really hyping me up. It was like something out of a movie. It was like a Hollywood film. You know, I was that guy. What did this all teach me? That persistence, belief in oneself, and sheer determination are indispensable. These ideas didn't just apply on the football field, but were directly translatable to every single aspect of my life, especially in real estate and starting my own business. Like on the field, I was often the underdog, but I stayed focused, never abandoned my vision, and faced every challenge head on. So whatever field you're playing on, remember, it's not about the setback. It's about how you come back from them. Be persistent, stay focused, and never doubt your ability to call the shots, even when others do.
Thank you.